If you would like to get a free swim form analysis like this one, click on the link below to sign up.
Hey Emily, thanks for sending me an updated version of you doing the drills. You look so much better. I could see so much more body rotation when you're doing the thumb slide drill. It looks great. I like your bilateral breathing, which is what you weren't doing before, and your nice high elbow recovery. You're not quite so wide on that recovery. On the way back, now you're incorporating the drill into your stroke, so you're still maintaining those high elbows, your arms a little bit close to your body. And what I did on this 25 is I counted your strokes and I added it to your time. And you are at 22 strokes in 23 seconds. I remember from the other video, you were about 22 strokes in about 21 seconds. But I told you to slow down because a lot of times you have to slow down to get fast. And I can tell you look so much more relaxed and so much more smooth and so much more effortless. So let's move on to the next drill where you were doing thumb slide. Again, working on that high elbow recovery. You were so nice and tight. And again, that body rotation looks really good. The bilateral breathing, you're not lifting your neck so much when you breathe like you were doing before. And you just look like you're a little bit higher on the water, a little bit more in that downhill swimming position. So again, now you're going back. I wanted you to incorporate the focus of the drill, which was the high elbow recovery, nice and tight, into your stroke. Last time you were kind of doing the drill and then you were going wide again. So you can definitely see how much higher your elbow is and how much closer your arm is to your body. On this length, you took 22 strokes in 23 seconds. So it makes sense that you took the same amount of strokes in the same time as the previous one because both those drills are working on high elbow recovery and they're pretty much the same. They're very similar to each other. So I would expect similar swims afterwards with stroke count and time. So moving on to the next drill was catch-up drill. Again, so much better than before. You're not stopping your hand. You're not stopping yourself by pointing your fingertips upwards towards the surface. You're not dropping your elbow like you were so much before. You are still a little bit flatter than I want you to be. I'd like you to go a little bit deeper, catch up a little bit deeper, so you can just do this high elbow recovery instead of having to go from here to here. You're already down here. So I'd like you to go a little bit lower on the catch up, just catch up a little bit lower underneath the water. So your hand's set up to catch right here. As far as the 25 swim, this time you did 22 strokes again, but you were 21 seconds. So you lowered your swallow score. You were 2 seconds faster on this 25. It doesn't appear that you were actually working harder on this 25. I think just because you were focused on the pole, because the catch-up drill focuses on the pole, you went from focusing on the underwater pole to swimming and you were 2 seconds faster. That's a theory. I don't know if that's exactly true or not, but that's what's supposed to happen. So I'm going to put a lot of catch-up drills and swims into the next set of workouts that I send you. Moving on to underwater doggy paddle drill. Again, you were going a little bit too fast. You still have tendencies to be pulling like this in the underwater doggy paddle drill. I want you to really extend, push past your hip behind you and not cut yourself short here. Again, you're kind of cutting yourself short and I want you to push all the way past your hip. Lengthen from behind, lengthen from behind, lengthen from behind. That's what we're trying to do. Otherwise it was a lot better than before. So here you are swimming. This time you swam 23 seconds and took 23 strokes. So your stroke count was one higher, which isn't a major significant difference, and your swim time was about 23 seconds. So you're very consistent with stroke count and time. I'm going to have you, again, keep working on the doggy paddle drill, working on extending from behind past your hip, not so quick strokes, and you're definitely well on your way to becoming a more efficient swimmer. Again, the idea is swimming should get easier, less effort, and then as you perfect the stroke, you're going to work on getting it stronger. I'm going to have you doing some paddles and pulling. As long as your shoulders are okay, you're going to work on that strength. And then you strengthen the new technique, and then you're going to be ready for speed and threshold sets while maintaining your strength and maintaining your technique. So that's kind of the big picture of where we're going with all of this, technique, videos, and workouts. So I hope it makes sense to you, and let me know if you have any questions. Make it a great day.